This is a short, simple, and effective page for the coding course Mimo. What makes it so effective is that Mimo has understood its target audience and has multiple elements working together to convince that target audience that they're in the right place and that Mimo is the right app/course for them. If you put yourself in the mind of Mimo's target audience, it's somebody who wants to code. They're not already a coder. This is a beginner's app. What sort of concerns might you have if you were thinking about taking up coding? Right up at the top of the list, I would imagine, would be coding sounds difficult. I'm on this page because I like the idea of doing it, but in my heart, I know it's not for me. It's too difficult. Mimo gets right in front of that with this headline: learning to code can be easy and fun, with an exclamation mark to make it even friendlier. It's a great example of how headlines don't have to be clever or cute or memorable. What they have to do is deliver on the value proposition that the reader wants, or deliver on overcoming the greatest objection. Because if your greatest objection to taking up a coding course is that it might be difficult, well, bang, we've started at least to knock that out from the headline, so we're going to keep you reading. This sounds obvious until you think about all the other things that headline could have said. It could have said, be a coder in 10 days, or coders make a lot of money, or the future is code, or any number of things that could have appealed to any number of different reasons that a different type of person wants to learn coding. Also, look at the environment in which that headline sits. So you've got a friendly looking robot icon at the top. The font is friendly and easy to read. You've got a testimonial from somebody who was happy. You've got a cartoon image of a person holding an iPhone, presumably looking at an app. And you've got a little screen that makes it all look a bit simple and a bit easy. Yes, it looks like code, but you're going to learn coding. This isn't a daunting piece of code, however, that's sitting in front of you. I imagine those cartoon choices, the robot and the cartoon person, are deliberate. The choice of font is deliberate. Everything about this page above the fold says this is going to be child's play. And it's even so easy that you can just click this button and get it on the App Store, and you know how to use the App Store. Now let's scroll down below the fold. Learn to code on the go. This is clearly a part of Mimo's value proposition, that you can learn to code in the moments that you have free in your day. You don't have to say, I'm going to need to take the next 2 weeks off to learn to code. Mimo neatly shows you what's under the hood in this course. It's bite-sized exercises, there's a code playground, it's gamified, there are some streaks, it all sounds fun and easy. The copy's not long, it's not overwhelming, it's not using any words that you haven't understood. So it's all adding up to an idea that, well, actually, if I just click go on this, I'm not sure it's going to be that hard. So you've got a sense of what's under the surface, that the exercises will be short, there's a place where you can experiment and you can try some things and you can save your products, and you can set yourself a goal to create a habit to do this. Scrolling down a bit further, you can imagine that somebody who's thinking, okay, well, maybe this is, easy, and maybe it is approachable, and maybe I could learn to code, but it's going to take me a long time. I don't have a lot of time to put to this. Or it's going to be too theoretical. I'll never be able to apply this in the real world. Well, here we have Mimo immediately handling some of those objections. The project's a real world. This isn't theoretical. You're going to learn actual stuff that you can use. And look how fast it is. Day one, you're already going to have accomplished something. So that's how fast and easy this is. On the first day, you'll walk away with something that you can use. And by 14 days into the course, you'll have done something really quite exciting, and that's just the beginning. So it all sounds like you can get started and take off quickly, and they've even gone so far as to use a cartoon rocket in the background that just, gives that sense of takeoff and velocity. Down at the bottom, there's your value proposition. It's really clear. Learn to code anytime from anywhere. So this is the course that you can use in the spaces in your day that you have available. It's not a big overhead, not a massive undertaking. And everything about the page, from the simplicity of the copy to the simplicity of the look of the page, is working to prove that value proposition. I particularly like down here at the bottom of the page that you'll see on a lot of websites that they'll have, we've been featured in the media, and, the bigger the media that they've been featured in, the better known the publication, the better this sort of as seen in authority bar looks. But Mimo is doing more than just using their media mentions to build authority. So I've been mentioned in the New York Times, builds authority. But look how these quotes from the articles are taken to address objections that somebody might have. So we've inferred, working backwards from this page, that Mimo believes its target audience might worry that they don't have time. Well, TechCrunch thinks you've got time. You can work learning code into your daily routine whenever you have a few minutes of downtime. So that's not Mimo telling you that, that's TechCrunch telling you that. The New York Times says the app's lessons are bite-sized to make it easy to squeeze coding into your busy day. So again, yeah, we've told you that it's simple. We, Mimo, have told you that it's simple and easy to do, but also we're backed up on that by the New York Times. This is a great copywriting tip, to have as many words on your page doing as many things as possible so they can build authority. In this case, they're selling a feature of the product, and they are also dealing with an objection. So there's actually a lot going on in these in this authority section of the page. Some of which the reader's just not going to notice. It's just going to feel natural and flow over them. But this is a short page that's working incredibly hard and very effectively.